It's my campsite selection for the night. Not too bad, right? What a beautiful day, man. It's like 60 degrees right now. No humidity, not a cloud in the sky. This is one of those perfect days, man. It's one of those perfect days. Got my own personal beach. They make it better is I have the wife here. I'd say the kids. But they'd hurt themselves somehow, I'm sure. But getting down here, got a spike and go swimming in right here. Got a little beach. I'd get the kayak down here if I wanted to. The only issue with this site is that it's not that far in on the road, so it's easy to get to, which I'm amazed that it was open on a Saturday on a day like this. I figured somebody would already be in it because the last time I was here someone was already in it. But if you can get up here and get this site, you know, just luck of the draw though. There's not a lot of sites out here like this one. I might need to get some more of these elephant poles, whatever they're called, because with tarps the GX isn't wide enough to really make it taut, so you got to kind of come off the side of it. And then I forgot my bank line. You know, you prepare and over prepare and re-prepare and think you packed everything, but you don't want to pack your fears because you're afraid you're going to overpack. And I forgot my bank line, so I've got part of my tow rope tied off to the tree over there, and then I used my bungee cords that I used to strap down stuff in the back to make another rope here. I had a little bit of bank line for them left over from something in there, so I rigged it together. But I like to get this to where I can maybe have carabiners on pre-done bank line or something that I can easily just snap on, boom, boom, get that thing up and going, and have that coverage. But work in progress. It's better than the last time. Took me a lot. I was a lot faster getting this one set up. It's a bit of a smaller tarp, and makes more sense than that, you know, rainfly tarp. It's just too massive. In case I didn't give you guys a tour of the campsite yet, there's the lake down there. There's the path. This path right here goes down that little rock ledge I was fishing off of earlier. And Lake Chickasaw there, and then the road over here. Fire pit. Somebody left some bath tissue for me. I can get fire going in wet environments now, which is pretty tough. You know, fire starter like that makes it a lot easier. That's how it's done, kids. One shot. She's a rager. How you know you got good heat coming off your fire. That tree right there. I mean, that's about 12 foot away. See the leaves moving like crazy? None of the other leaves and the other trees are moving, just that one. It's all from the heat of the fire is actually causing the lift. I think it's going all the way back to that second tree right there. It's a hot one. Got my iPad holder, watch movies, stuff like that when I close this up if I want to. I got my light, magnetic light, goes up here, easy peasy. I put the magnetic piece on here to go up to my tray. Going with a single burner butane, much easier than the big Coleman double burner, which you never seem to really need. Picked up this orange tote for doing the dishes, which makes things a lot easier. And I got one of these cooking portable barbecue type sets to kind of keep that organized. So keeping everything pretty streamlined. You know, just because you got your car with you don't mean you need to bring everything, plus the kitchen sink, which I kind of did bring. I pulled this recipe up. This is a tough one. I had to look up. You know, with a little practice, you can get good at making this chili mac and beef adventure meals. Takes a little work, but with time, even you can boil water. Mountain House mac and cheese or chili mac wasn't the greatest, so it's only $6.48. Got to set everything up. Got a lot of good ideas for how I want to adjust the tarp. The kitchen setup is much better now. I got to do something about the water situation still. I think I'm going to do one of the big PVC pipes on one of the sides and do a pressurized water system there, because that's still an annoyance. Trying to get water and do dishes and stuff. But yeah, so I'm gonna off-road it up out of here, and I can have, you know, a little bit of a better dinner situation instead of being out here thinking about food all night long, which wouldn't be that's just not fun to think about food all night long. And the only thing I'd be thinking about the whole night is like, all right, is it time for me to go yet? Is it time for me to go yet? Because I'm hungry. I want to go get some better food. I want to go get some more food. So that's annoying. Part of the enjoyment of camping and going out and doing these things is having, you know, food, drinks, all that, you know, fun stuff that makes it a good time. But when you have just a little thing of Mountain House chili mac, because, you know, like I said, I wasn't planning on staying out here. It was my only meal, and I hiked, you know, 5 miles plus today. So it was a good experience. Maybe if I would have caught a fish down there, I would have been able to man up and stay out here another night. But doing a little evening off-roading here. You know, all the hardcore guys out there, they're like, that's not off-road, that's not overlanding, it's a dirt road. It's a dirt road, bro. Prius could do it. Civic. Not on this road. There are some roads that's true. Highway 105, Horse Pasture Road. This one, I would not take a Prius or a Civic down this one. Maybe the very first little section of it, you'd be all right. But I'm sure, as you see, or you may have already seen in the video at this point, there were parts I wasn't even going to get past in the GX here, so it was not without a spotter and a winch. I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, this one's not something you want to do in a Civic or a Prius. And unlike those other trails where people always say that stuff, everyone, you know, when you're out there, you typically will see somebody in a, you know, here's a good spot here. You'll see somebody in a Corolla or a Civic, you know, doing one of those trails that they say aren't trails. Out here, you don't. I haven't seen anything but 4-wheel drive, mostly Jeeps, Jeeps and Tacomas, and another GX actually. But you don't see any 2-wheel drive trucks trying to get out here. So this is not one I would recommend for a 2-wheel drive. And it's actually harder now than it was last year when I did it. When I did it in my Tacoma, I actually made it all the way to the top. It's gotten a lot more rutted out. And like I said, that one section almost near the top was too much for me to even try. So we're gonna call this one done until the next one.